Okay, so what is up, music producers and sound designers? Today we'll be diving into generative melodies in Reaktor. No MIDI required. So by the end of the stream, you'll have something that's evolving, an evolving melody that plays by itself. Perfect for ambient film scoring or electronic beats. Uh, so, quick question. Type ambient in the chat for cinematic vibes or beats. Uh, so we're going to start off. We're going to open up Reaktor, our edition of Reaktor. And when you open up Reaktor, you're going to have three different sections. One is the play section, one is the patch section, and one is the build section. Today we're going to jump into the build section of Reaktor because it offers the most flexibility. We can add primary blocks. We can also add pre-built blocks. So I'm going to open up the build section. We're going to go into the player, and we're going to start off by creating our melody engine. So first things that we need to create this melody engine, we're going to need some clock control to control our rhythm, and this drives our sequence. We're also going to, after we drag in a clock module from the bento block collection, we're going to also need a 8-step sequencer. This is so that we can have a repeating melody, but we'll make this more interesting as we move along. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the first two blocks that we need from the bento box collection, which are clock, and then from the util collection, a clock utility, and then we're going to need an 8-step sequencer is the next thing we're going to need. After we grabbed those basic two things, we're going to sequence up a loop so that the same way every time so that it can play for us. So I'm going to bring in also one more thing, a sample and hold, to generate maybe some unpredictable notes. And keep it to keep it musical, maybe we'll even add in one more thing. Let's add in a quantizer. So we got a quantizer here, and this should work for creating our sound, our initial sound. So we're going to shape the actual sound, and I'm going to bring in a filter. Before I do that, let's start connecting this up. We're going to need a note in to give pitch as well, to give pitch control. Bring that note in. And then once we have a note in, going to connect our sample and hold. I'm going to bring in an oscillator so we can generate some sound. So we're just going to shape our sound really quickly. just going to organize my panel a little bit more, make sure it's in the correct order. I'm also going to bring in a stereo levels. Okay, so we've got that LFO modulating the sample and hold, which is causing it to come in and out, adding distortion. Actually, I'm going to remove the LFO. So we added some randomization to our sound. And now we can add some effects to finish that out. So there we have an evolving sound over time, and we evolved it with an LFO, with a sample and hold, with the 8-step sequencer, and a clock to keep it running. We've added a quantizer to keep it on pitch in the key we want it to stay in, and we've added a little delay to the sound. So it's an evolving sound over time. And there we have it. So we've got a generative melody that's just like that in Reaktor, and we've created that from scratch. So as you can see, all the modules are lined up here. We can just organize our panel so that a generative melody looks in order, and that looks pretty good to me. So feel free to take this and experiment with it on your own, make it your own, and feel free to patch in or make it whatever type of melody you would like it to be. On the next episode, I'll show you how to add rhythmic glitches. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more videos just like this. And I'll see you in the next one.